Let me get my focus on. I think I did it. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome here. I have been busy cataloging things for sale and wow, it's crazy. But anyway, it's all good. So I was quickly doing that and I kept looking at the time, wondering if I was good to go. Anyway, thank you for sitting there and waiting for me. Hello, Darlene, Judy, Debbie, um, and Connie. Welcome here. And I do have Debbie and Lucy and Kathy and Cheryl and Judy. Thank you for sharing. So your names have been entered into the draw. Let's get to this. But let me introduce myself first. My name is Denise Willerton. Oh, what happened there? And I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada. And Darlene, thank you. Sorry about that. I missed it. If you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, whether you're a hobbyist or not, it doesn't matter. Stay here. Maybe I will leave you with a little bit of inspiration here today. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be honored to do that with you and for you. And I can feel a tickle happening when I talk too much, which I think is often. I get this tickle. So sorry about the candy. Anyway, I would be honored to do that for you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, okay? Pardon me. The March tutorial bundle. This consists of 34 projects from Stampin' Up! Demonstrators from around the world. So if you are interested in this, when you place a $65 order with me at the end of the month, I will send you the March 2024 tutorial bundle. If you don't want to place an order with me, but you are interested in this, $25, let me know that it's March, not 2024. Oh my goodness, did I say that? Let me know that it's March 2025, but maybe you're interested in the 2024. You will find that at my blog. Hi, Connie. Did I miss you? You know what? I didn't scroll right down to the bottom, but thank you for being here. Anyway, $25. Let me know the month and the year that you're interested in it on my blog. I have a where's my blog address? I have a tab at the top, and I think it's called tutorial bundles. You'll find them all in there. Okay. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, and if I'm not, I apologize. Paper share is coming, so. Because I'm not supposed, maybe I'm not, because I'm not supposed to show you the inside of the catalog, which incidentally, I do not have yet, okay? But if you are interested in the annual paper share for the new May catalog that is coming our way, you will receive, I'm just holding this up now because all of a sudden I'm thinking, I don't think I'm supposed to show you pictures, but they look amazing. For $50, you will get a taste of it all, okay? So you will end up with 28 sheets of 12 by 6. So I take a 12 by 12 and I just cut that in half. And you will also receive 20 sheets of 6 by 6, okay? Now, if you're out of town and you want that shipped to you, I can do that as well. I'm not sure what shipping would be, but I'm pretty sure it would just be letter mail. So I can't see it being that much. But if you are interested in my paper share, please let me know. Okay, let's close that off and let's go back to this. I received another birthday card in the mail. Lucy, thank you. It's beautiful. I love sponging. I love this technique. So obviously Lucy had an oval, okay? And then she masked, which we're doing today. We're masking. Let me I'm missing comments here. Oh, Kathy, hello, welcome here. And I do have you down for sharing. So Lucy did the masking technique. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the whole shadow effect thing, which my card is going to be doing that today. Okay, so I'm excited to show you this. And if you do place an order with me in my online store, host codes soon to be done with, but I'm still using them as long as I can. And the good thing is when the host codes are done, girls, everybody, whether you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or not, you receive a 10% discount on everything that you order. It kind of gets banked in your, let's call it your Stampin' Up! Bank account, kind of like air miles, I guess, or I don't know, if you collect points at a store, it's the same idea. Hi, Lorraine, welcome here. Yes, please do come back and watch. I'm doing the masking technique, which is absolutely fabulous. So yes, everybody receives a 10% discount, okay? So Lorraine, these names here are sitting here because the girls have shared my post. So they have hit the share button at the bottom. You're on YouTube, and you can grab that link, or you can just share it directly to your Facebook page. If you do that, let me know, and I will enter your name for the draw. Okay, so now back to this. If you place an order with me, $50 in merchandise between the 27th of March and April 2nd, I will send you everything you need to create the card that I'm creating today. Okay, now I can't do any stamping, but I'm pretty sure I can do inking, which we're going to do, but you will still receive everything and you can just finish that up at home. Okay, so these lovely names, I'm gonna just push those to the side, and we're gonna start with a panel, and this panel measures 4 by 5.25. Okay, now I grabbed our Stampin' Up! Masking paper. Okay, you can get this online, and I tore it in half so that I had a torn mask. Okay, you can kind of see what I'm doing. There's a little cheat. Now what I want to do is I'm going to place this, you know what, let's put just a little strip of removable. It's in the green, and I want to line that up with the grid so that I know that I'm square. And the reason why I'm doing that is I don't want that to shuffle anywhere, but I also want this square so I can kind of eyeball how deep I'm going into my card. And I want to stay fairly close. Let's make sure I'm in camera here. I want to stay fairly close to my edge, okay? So I'm going to take this straight line here at the top, and I'm going to line it up with the grid just so that I know, and I'm going to line it up down here. I want to go in about there. Okay, so I'm fairly close to the edge. I'm going to take the other half that I tore, and I am going to, now you can see that this is where I tore it, and I don't want it to be exactly like that. So I'm going to either pull it up or pull it down. And why don't we, and you can even change this. Like I'm going to take this little piece here, and I'm going to rip that off. I love our masking paper. I don't know if you've ever used it, but it's great. Okay, so now it doesn't look so matchy. Let's put that down about there. I think I like that. And then you're just going to take a look at this, and if you want to adjust it a little bit, you can. But I think I like that, okay? We're going to grab our blending brush, and the 3 colors that I'm using today are peach pie, pumpkin pie, and poppy parade. And I actually want them in this order, okay? So we're going to start with the lightest, okay? Lorraine, you're so funny. So this is the peach pie. Let's pick some of that up. And I want to go just kind of close to the edge. I don't want to come in too deep where I have, let's pull that up a bit, where I have, I don't want to come in too deep for where I have torn, is what I'm trying to say. I'm feeling a little flustered here this morning. I've been busy cataloging and my brain is on overload. Dean is making lunch upstairs. He's making fish cakes. So hubby is going to feed me lunch. So let's just leave that at that. It's a little bit deeper than peach pie really is. But I think it's because my brush is beautifully soiled and I forgot to clean it off before I started, but that's okay. Oh, Darlene, thank you. So now I'm going to go kind of in the middle, but I do want to start off, okay? Just so I don't get kind of that blob mark, okay? So let's start off and let's just roll or back and forth down the middle. And I'm coming into the peach pie a little bit as well. This is kind of a one-layered card, which I don't tend to do a whole lot because I love layers. Let's grab some Poppy Parade. And I might come back with peach pie again, but maybe not. We'll see. And thank you for the thumbs up. So Poppy Parade. And now I'm on this edge, okay, and just filling in color. I do want this nice and deep. I'm thinking I should have inked up my Poppy Parade. I hope you can't hear that ricola in my mouth. Crazy dry cough is what I have. Ooh, I am liking the depth of this. And I'm okay to pull some of this Poppy Parade right into the pumpkin pie. Okay. I think I really like that. I love this dark here down at the bottom. I'm excited to see what it looks like. Let's grab our memento. And then we're going to do some heat embossing. Okay. So we're going to ink up this butterfly, and this is from, can you tell that I'm loving this bundle? I think this is the third video in a row that I do with the same one. I am so sorry. I can't help myself. I love it. And so now we're just going to go random with this and write off, part off, part on. I don't want these too close, so let's go kind of halfway. And then I'm going to pull this down a little bit. I think I've got my camera set too close to my table and I'm running out of room. Okay, and then why don't we just stamp off and just do some really, maybe not. And then one right up there. All right. Oh, Debbie, it has been so fun playing with this. And I'm hoping that I have time to actually show you another card at the end of this. Now, drum roll, everybody on your tables. On the weekend, I watched... Oh, yeah. You know what? I've seen a lot of girls do that too, Judy. So instead of having the paper up and down, they have the paper long, okay? So now what we're going to do, and you can use this mask over and over again until it just doesn't stick anymore, unless that mess kind of throws you off and bothers you. So I kind of just gently, like I'm keeping it, I'm not sure what the word is, kind of rounded and close to my cardstock, okay? I don't want to just willy-nilly tear it off. Now it's going to curl on you, and it's going to pretty much stay curled. But if that doesn't bother you, use it again until it's just not sticking anymore, okay? So this starts to happen a little bit, but there's nothing wrong with it. Doesn't that look amazing? I love it. So now let's do the same thing on this side, and I'm just going to keep it close to my panel as I gently pull that up, okay? Oh, Lorraine, you know what? You actually need to go onto my YouTube channel, which is where you are right now, and look and see what I did last week, and I think the week before. I think this is the third time in a row that I've used this. My cards the last 2 weeks were so beautiful with this stamp set. Okay, now I see that there's a little piece right here that didn't come off. So let's just grab or take your pick tool and let's just gently, see that? Let's just lift that off like so. You can also use, I think, your art or your adhesive eraser, and I'm thinking that will pick it up too. Yeah, there you go. So now it's actually gone. Okay, so here is our panel for our card. Let's take that away so you can see that a little bit nicer. We're going to stamp a sentiment down here, okay? So I'm going to use the Enduring Beauties, or Beauty, and I am going to, you mean so much to so many, or holding you close in my heart. This would work as well. Girls, you decide which one you want. Love Endures, I wonder if, I think it's going to be a little bit too long. I want a little bit of a, like just a smaller kind of clump sentiment. So you mean so much to so many, or holding you close to my heart. Let me know which one you want. And I am going to move on to the other part of this card, okay? We're going to grab a piece of basic black, and you can grab scrap. This is a full panel. Holding you close to my heart. Okay, sounds good. That's what we're going to use. And everybody said holding anyway. Well, Judy and Debbie did. So when we come back, we're going to do that. But let's prep this, okay? Now, who has not seen, many of you have, but who has not seen the packing tape technique? So you're going to just take plain old packing tape and you're going to cover your basic black, and I'm on my silicone mat, so I'm not sticking to my table. And let's just clean that off. And I know I want it a little bit deeper, okay? So we're going to put another strip and I'm going to butt that right up on that. And then we're going to give that a really nice burnish, okay? So here we go. I just want to make sure that I'm right up against it or even a tiny bit over. I'm not too worried about those bubbles because for the most part, they're going to move off. Now here's my little household hack. Take one of these plastic things and instead of curling over your end, now you know where your end is on your packing tape, okay? So now I'm going to flip this over and I want to give that a nice burnish on the back side. And I'm hoping that this is going to fit in my mini because I didn't bring my other one forward. So let's grab our mini cut and emboss machine. Let's grab our sandwich. So we're going to use a number 1. We're also going to use a clear, which is a number 2. And then I'm going to use the gray, which is a number 4. Okay. And let's put this down. I'm going to cut that off. There's one strip that has no tape on it because it's not fitting in. Okay. I don't know. I might have to go get my big guy. Let's see. Where's my butterfly? I don't want this one. I want this one. So from the bundle, okay, the die bundle, you've got all of this. And we're going to grab this dude right here, okay? And let's see, are you going to fit on there? You know what? It does. So let's make this happen. So I am just going to put that down. Let's put it down this way because then I can actually get 2 butterflies. I want to maximize. Ooh, is it going to fit in that way? It won't. I can't put it in that way. Let's go like so. I can still get, I think, 2 that way. Let's put a little piece of tape, which I don't have handy. I have to cut a smidge more off. Sorry, girls. Let's just cut another smidge off. It's not fitting. Okay, down it goes. I'm going to run that through twice because it is so close to the edge. I want to make sure that we're actually cutting this. Cheryl Peters, hello, welcome here. Don't forget to share, my friend. You usually do. Never mind. I've got your name already. Thank you for sharing. And so let's just bring that back, okay? Just because I've got that packing tape on there, and I want to make sure that I've got that cut. And if I flip it over, I can tell if it has or not. And it has, so that's perfect. Let's just tuck all of that away. Okay. And my brush is over there. Let's grab our take your pick tool, which I had a second ago. Okay, am I the only one that does this? Seriously. Girls, you saw me with my take your pick tool a second ago. Where did I put it? There's my bone folder. Oh, I put it away. Okay, let's pop this out. So this is just packing tape, girls. Now you can get kind of the same look if I clear embossed this on basic black, but this is kind of like no mess. But I still want to show you another card. So today we just might get a twofer. Oh my goodness, Judy, I'm always looking. And oftentimes it's something that I just had in my hand. It's crazy. Why does that happen? I should have maybe gone 3 times. Some of this is being silly. I'm just, let's just rip that off like so. Come on, butterfly, work with me here. Sorry, this must be like super annoying. I should have done it 3 times because usually, honestly, it comes out way easier. It usually does. See how they're kind of getting stuck every now and then. All of those little bits are just trash. Definitely should have gone back and forth a few more times. So we are going on a road trip on, I think we are leaving on April 8th. So I have a class on April 7th in the evening here at home, and the very next morning we are gone. Okay, we're almost there, ladies. Thank you for your patience with me. Oh, and it usually is right in front of my face. Dean is upstairs making lunch. He's making fish cakes for lunch, which I'm really excited about. Am I allowed to tell on him? So he was, just before I went live, he was watching something on TV and it was fairly loud because he's working in the kitchen. And so he wanted to hear his show, but we can adjust our TV. We can just like swing it over so we can see it from the kitchen as well. So it was fairly loud. And I went upstairs and I said, you know what? Because I'm going live and the whole copyright thing also with YouTube, if you're playing a song or something that is trademarked, they will shut your YouTube channel down, right? And so I said, can you just listen to it through your hearing aids? Because he can connect his hearing aids to the TV. Sorry that I'm whispering. I don't want him to know that I'm talking about him. And he said, not a problem. I can totally do that. Where are my hearing aids? And I'm like, honey, you're wearing them. So talk about looking for things. I'm going to use a glue dot and I'm going to actually roll it up a little bit, kind of into a little bit of a ball. And I'm going to place it on this Sweet Butterflies thorax. Let's grab another one. It's probably the only science word I remember from elementary school. That is a thorax. Okay, so I've got 2 glue dots on there. Oh, Cheryl, don't tell him when you see him. And I'm going to place that right on here. But I didn't do it on the head, okay? I just did it on the body. So it gives that a tiny bit of dimension. We're going to flip that over and I'm going to take my mini dimensionals, and these along there are perfect for cutting if you need a really nice thin strip, which is what I need. And I think 2 will suffice. And I'm going to put one down right there. And I want to make sure that I can't see it. And I can't, so that's perfect. Okay, back to our card. Let's put the sentiment on. And you know what? I'm going to use my Stamparatus for this, just because I want to make sure that I've got nice, even coverage, okay? So let's put our sentiment down. And I don't like to work right in the corner. And what did we say? We said holding you close to my heart. And we're going to put that, so you would decide where you want this according to where you've sponged or where you've brushed. Okay, I want to make sure that you know what, I'm going to just move this a little bit. Sorry. There we go. So I am going to place this, I think, right here. And if I grab my butterfly, I can kind of eyeball and see if I like where that is, or maybe I want my butterfly, you know what, I think I prefer it like this. Okay, let's get that nice and straight. Because it's photopolymer, it's a little bit sticky. Let's get our embossing buddy. Although it really doesn't matter because we are using clear and, or we're not, we're using black. Ink that up on that side. Somebody is going to win this beautiful card. Let's tuck this out of the way. Grab our black embossing powder. And again, if you do place a $50 order with me, I will send you this kit. So I'll send you the butterfly that is covered with packing tape. I will send you this panel. I'll have it brushed for you, but I can't stamp. My embossing buddy did not work so well. Let's just brush some of this off. I think I was just a little bit too quick with it. Okay, let's cover this before something wild and crazy happens. And let's heat set that, okay? And we're going to do more heat setting in a minute because this card is almost done. I'm going to put some matte neutral dots on here. Here we go, it's starting to melt. I don't know if you can see that. So there it is. Let's remove the backing on our butterfly. And let's put that down right like so. I need a card base. I forgot my card base. Oopsie. We can grab a black card base because that would look amazing. Look at that on a black card base. See how that just pops? And then we're going to put our neutral dots on here, and then this card is done. So when I was using my Stamparatus, this is the tool that I use. And my girlfriend Darlene, who is on today, her husband creates these and sells them. Make sure your card opens the right way and that you don't put your panel on backwards. Why would I say that? So yes, Darlene's husband creates these. And my friend Cheryl, who was on here, her husband creates these. So it's a great stand for your tombow. Okay, so that's down. Let's get our black matte dots on here. Let's put 2 down here and 1 right there. So there is our card, okay? And this is packing tape on black cardstock. Let me show you another super quick card, and I guess you can, whoever wins the draw today, you can decide which card you want. We're going to start with, I thought I had it. I thought I had it here. There it is. We're going to start. I've got a piece of crumb cake, and I ran that through the embossing folder. Timber, did I take it out? Did I leave it out? I don't think I did. But it's timber something or other. But it's embossed, okay? Thank you, Debbie. Now, we can brush this up on the edges, like just dust it up a little bit, but we're going to hold up just for a minute because I want to do something else first and then decide if that's what I want to do. So I cut a bunch of these. So I actually layered, and this again is copy paper. Remember how I did that on last week's video, I think it was, where I used copy paper. But this time I die cut it with this intricate die, okay? So I've got about 3 of these laying around, but I want to Versamark this. So let's grab a piece of scrap. Now, when you die cut, you have a right side and a wrong side, okay? We're going to start with the right side facing, and let's ink this up a little bit. We're going to stay with the same colors, okay? So let's start with peach pie in the center. I'm going to try and get some of my to clean the stand, you can use hot water or alcohol. Yes. And you know what, girls? Do not make the same mistake that I did. Cheryl, it's confession time because you know I did this anyway. I wanted to clean mine up and I thought, you know what? If I put boiling water in here, it'll just clean it up. Well, I melted it. So thank you, Cheryl. I got another one because Cheryl is wonderful. So we're going to start with peach pie in the center. And let's just gently, because this is kind of delicate, and remember, I am working on computer paper or printer paper, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so there is peach pie on the center of our butterfly. Let's grab pumpkin pie, which is the next darker color, and we're going to go on either side of where we just were, okay? So just on either side. So see how the depth of that is just a little bit deeper. I'm keeping white open on purpose. And now let's do, I'm creating a beautiful design here. The same thing on this side. It's actually easier when you don't move it because then you're not looking at the design underneath you. Okay, so I'm going to try to leave that there without moving it. And now I'm going to grab my Poppy Parade. I love my stand too. I love my stand and my pressure tool. I love all my tools. Okay, so here's Poppy Parade, which is yet a deeper color. And let's do the edge of our butterfly. And then this side. And let's get a little more depth on that side. Here's where the fun begins, girls. This is amazing. I love this technique. So if you have not seen my other lives from the past couple of weeks, you definitely need to have a peek, okay? Now, all of this color is going to set for a little bit, okay? So now what we want to do is we actually want to turn it over, okay? And here's where you need to be really careful because this is quite delicate. It's just copy paper, okay? So I'm not going to smush my, because this will tear very easy. We're not going to smush this around with our Versamark. I'm just going to press and lift, okay? So I'm covering the back side, okay? The ink is on the other side. And then we're going to grab clear embossing powder. Where's my clear? Where is my clear? There's my black, because we just had it. Where is my clear? Oh dear. Does anybody know where my clear embossing powder is? I'm looking right in front of me because a lot of times that's where it is. Clear embossing powder. Where, oh where did you go? I think I have another tub of it. That's black. There's clear. I know I have clear embossing powder somewhere, but I don't know where I put it. So you know what? Let's just open up a new one, and I'm going to just grab a piece of scrap paper. And of course, my clear is going to show up after I do this. So we've got the back side of this covered in embossing powder. Take your stamp and move it away. And let's just cover this with clear embossing powder. I like my tub. I think I'm well covered. And now this can just get dumped back in here. Like so. We're going to come back to it. Cover that up. Yeah, Kathy, bring it back. Oh, you know what? I just found it. It's underneath my black. There's my clear tub. Okay, but now we know where it is. All right, this is super fine and covered in clear embossing powder. You know what? I want to put a clean piece of scrap down. I want you to be able to, it's too bad that that happened, but that's okay. I want you to be able to see this happen. I hope you can see it happen. So keep in mind, now it's starting to melt already. Keep in mind that this is copy paper, okay? So it's going to be a little bit translucent because it's not cardstock. So this is the back side, and some of the color is showing through. And you can also tell once this is melted on that side, if you have missed a spot. And you know what? I should have been on my, you actually want to use your craft mat. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but let's see. There's this one area right here that doesn't look shiny. And I think this area right here. So I think I might have missed the Versamark right there. So let's just add some Versamark right there. And just be careful that you don't tear your paper. Okay. And now, let's just put that in there. And let's heat set that again. And then what we're going to do, stay with me. Yeah, there, that corner is nicely melted now, as is that corner. Okay, perfect. Now, so that's the back side, okay? Let's flip it over. This is the color, or this is the side that we inked up. So let's grab our Versamark again, and you want to be careful. You want to make sure you've got good coverage. You have to try this, ladies. I'm trying not to touch my butterfly because I don't want to lift my Versamark. It's trying to fly away. Don't fly away on me, little one. I want you nicely covered. Okay, nicely covered. Put this away. Grab our clear once again. You know what? Let's grab a tiny, tiny pair of tweezers. And let's cover this again. This is why I like my big tub, especially for this technique, because then I can just put my butterfly in there and it can just swim around. Make sure your embossing powder is far away, and it wouldn't hurt to even put the lid on. Okay, let's melt that. So I'm going to show you what I did when I was prepping for this. And then I changed my mind a little bit. See how beautiful that is? Like really stunning. Stunning, stunning. Look at this. Can you see how beautiful that is? So now all of that embossing is done. We've got another body that I cut. Where's my Versamark? Cover that up. So this was, I should have not thrown that out so I could have shown you. This was just little parts of the packing tape technique that I was able to fit that body in there. Let's grab some glue dots and just kind of roll them into a little ball. Put one here, not on the head, because the head extends. Okay, you girls still with me? Oh, Kathy, seriously, when you get home, you need to try this. And then on the bottom side, and then let's put that on the body. Okay, so when I was prepping for this, I did this one first, and then I thought, you know what? Let's do this as well. Let's clip that off. There's a little bit. There we go. So I prepped this first, and then I thought, let's do another card with this and put it down on here. But it totally gets lost, totally. So here we go, card number 2. And whoever wins as a thank you gift for sharing, I think maybe I know what you're going to choose. So here it pops more on a piece of crumb cake. Then I also took, and I embossed the crumb cake because I want to use the crumb cake. I also took basic black as well to see what it looked like. So here's the other one, but I preferred it on the crumb cake because it just really pops it more so than this. Okay, so let's go ahead. And so if you place a $50 order with me, I can either create this kit. There's no tutorial. You can look back on the video, but I can create this kit as a thank you gift or this one that I'm now working on. And so your butterfly would come done and you would get that panel. But I think if I dust the edge of that, it would look beautiful. So let's dust it with tone on tone. So we're just going to grab crumb cake. So here's my crumb cake. Let's get that scrap paper again. And let's just very gently dust the edge, okay, of that. So let's grab a clean blending brush. I just run them under warm water and then I let them dry. But if you know you're going to use them again, don't bother washing them. So let's just dust this edge a little bit, just to give this a little bit of kind of a rustic patina look. And I'm going to do something else with this as well. A technique that I haven't done in ages, which I absolutely love to do. And then girls, while we're doing that, while I'm doing this, think on the sentiment that you would want. So I can, this is the only ones that I pulled forward today. So here are some of the sentiments, okay? So for this card, let me know which sentiment you would want, okay? And I can show you these in a minute as well. But let's keep getting this brushed up. I think my crumb cake needs to be re-inked. Now I'm going to do something to this panel, and some of you might be aghast by it, but that's okay. You'll see what happens. I don't think I've ever done this on a live, what I'm going to do in a minute, but we're going to do it. And I want I don't know why, but I like my corner and my opposing corner when I do dust. I like them a little bit darker. I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to smash it. Time to celebrate. We have a happy birthday and we have a time to celebrate. And let's just smush up that corner as well, like so, okay? And another thing we can do, just to carry on with that whole look, if you take your scissors, you could also use your nail. Take your scissors and let's just fray this up a bit. And we're going to kind of create a vintagey card. I hope this is not like super bad loud in your ears. Because when you've got these corners done, if the rest of this is still just really, Kathy, have a good meeting. Bye, my dear. Yeah, if you've got this still nice and straight, and you've got two corners that are sort of mushed up, it kind of doesn't flow. Okay, so we've got that. Let's ink that up even a little bit more. So for my live this evening, here's the thing, because we're working on that album, right? And I'm putting pictures in. Our daughter is out of town this week, and so we have been doing after school pickup, and I have been feeding their family supper. So I'm actually busy with supper tonight. But if I did my live at, let's say, 7 o'clock, does that work? For the album, and we're putting Owen's pictures in. Okay, so here we go. We've got that nicely patinaed. Okay, that's the look I was going for. Now, if I take a basic white panel, you can see how that's going to, no, I don't want basic white. I want, oh, please tell me I have a very vanilla. There we go. I want a very vanilla panel. That's much nicer. Okay. And there's our butterfly. Okay, so we're going to make this into a vintagey, and I want to dust the edge of my very vanilla as well to kind of go with the card. Yeah, sometimes it's easier to watch the replay, right? Because then it's like, what did she just say? And then you can fast forward or shut the volume off so you don't have to hear me. All of the good stuff. But anyway, I'm going to try to do my live tonight at 7. I'm just not 100% sure if that's going to work. If not, maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see. Okay, so now that we've got, and I could have done tone on tone. I could have done crumb cake on crumb cake. I just didn't have a crumb cake card base. Okay, make sure that the card is opening the right way. That's going to go down. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, let's put this down. Now this is hard for some people because it's got that smushed up corners, and I can appreciate that. You know, some of us just really prefer a crisp card without bent up corners and rugged look. And you can do whatever you want with those corners, okay? So if I put a little bit of glue like that and just let this paper know how I want it to go. Okay, that one went down. I am liking it. I am liking it. We're going to put dimensionals behind this body. And with this card, we stamped the sentiment right on here. With this one, we're going to stamp it on a piece of scrap, and then we're going to adhere that with dimensionals, okay? So let's grab our scissors and let's cut 2 nice thin strips of dimensional for that. Make sure it's not going to peek through. I love this butterfly. Love, love, love. And before I put that down, let's do our sentiments. So what did we decide? We've got, I need a tiebreaker here, ladies. We have 1 happy birthday. Yeah, definitely, Judy. When, like, to me, when you patina these edges, even though we've got kind of like an orangey looking butterfly, it turns it into a masculine card for sure, for sure. So we have 1 happy birthday and 1 time to celebrate. Sorry, girls, I need time to celebrate. Was that, let me see. Okay, so time to celebrate. And we are also going to emboss that, okay? Just so that we're staying with that whole, ooh, and maybe I'm going to fussy cut this. So if I, it's pretty big. Let's see. If we had the butterfly down here, yeah, I think that could work. I think that could work. And we're going to do that on a piece of very vanilla. Very vanilla, where are you? Where did my scrap bin go? You should see my room. It's a mess. Don't tell anybody. Do not tell anybody. Let's just grab a piece of very vanilla. My scrap bin is nowhere to be found. Okay, time to celebrate. We're going to use our Versamark. And then we are going to use black embossing powder. What am I doing? Okay. Time to celebrate. Get that nicely inked. I'm not smashing it in there, but I'm definitely getting it inked. And you know what? Let's do this. And where's my black? There it is. Ooh, you know what we could have done? Maybe we'll do it twice and then decide. So here is very vanilla with black embossing powder. And then we're going to stamp it again on basic black using white embossing powder, because that is also gorgeous. Okay, let's do this 2 times. I'm going to heat set both of them, and then you girls can decide which way to go. Sorry, I'm keeping you. I am keeping you. We're just about done. And I won't totally finish this card except for the sentiment, just so I can let you go. And I forgot to use my embossing buddy. And this is a really small tub. So I am going to have to pour my embossing powder on it because my tub is too small. Okay, let's get this back in there. Pretty scary. Scary stuff here today. Judy is not in a hurry. That's great. Neither am I, really. I don't know why. I always feel bad if my live goes beyond an hour. Why is that? Okay, so this is going to be fussy cut, and this is the black on black cardstock with white embossing powder, which just pops it. Okay. Oh, I hope I inked that up enough. Coming through, little dots and all. We're going to fussy cut that anyway. Time to celebrate. There's white on black. And then here is black on very vanilla. Thanks, girls. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. It's so funny, even though I can't hear your voices, but I see what you're writing. I honestly feel like we're hanging together. I do. I know it's weird, but okay. So let's get those fussy cut so we can make an educated decision about this. So we are going to round our paper. So see how I just twist my paper? Whenever I want to kind of come around a corner. So there's Time to Celebrate in the Very Vanilla. And this is not down yet, so we would figure that out. And of course, I would have to dust that edge. So there it is in the Very Vanilla. Okay, so have a good little look. Thank you for the bouquet of flowers. And we're going to do the same thing here. Okay, so we're just going to twist the paper. Did I? Yeah, I'm totally melted. It just looked like I wasn't. And move the paper. Go around the corners. And around the corner. Let's make this just a little bit smaller. Okay, so here it is in the black. Let's dust these edges just so it doesn't look so crisp, and it goes with the card a little bit more. Crumb Cake, where did I put you? There you are. So girls, let me know. So let's just dust these edges just so that this ends up going with the card a little bit more. So here is white on black, or do we do, ooh, I think this pops it. I think that pops it beautifully. So I always tell my girls when they come to class, your sentiment is always popped with dimensionals. Always, always, always. Oh, you know what? I've got I've got a little sheet here that is just about done. I like the black, and so does everyone else. So, if we put that sentiment about here and the butterfly there, and then we're also going to use the matte dots, and I think I've got vanilla in there for the matte dots that I haven't used at all. I think I want to pull those in there. Let's remove this backing, and then we are going to do the draw. Let's do the vanilla. Whoopsie. Because that is just going to pull in our card base. And let's put a larger one right up here. Okay, here we go. You will need to decide which card you want. Again, if you place a $50 order with me before April 2nd, and let me know which, what am I trying to say here? Which card kit you want. I will get that off to you, okay? So, if you did share and I don't call your name out, please let me know. Let's put Kathy in there right away because we know she needed to leave, okay? Cheryl, thank you. Connie, thank you. And Debbie as well. Debbie, and thank you for sharing. And Lucy, who is not here, but she did share earlier. Cheryl, thank you. Judy, thank you. And Dar. Let's take a look under here. I don't think I have another name. So if you did share and I didn't call out your name, please let me know before I do the draw. Oh, you know what? I need to put in Wendy's name. I'm just remembering because she shared. So Wendy, you're getting popped in there too, my friend. Anybody else? Did anybody else share that I missed? Lorraine, are you still here? I think that's what your name was. Let me look back here. Yeah, Lorraine, are you still here? And thank you for the compliments, everyone. I don't know if Lorraine shared or not, but this is what I have. So let's see who is going to win and which card you choose. So fun. So fun. Okay. I have one name. The winner today is Cheryl. So Cheryl, let me know which card you want. Do you want the vintage card, we'll call it, or do you want this card? Okay, let me know. I will make sure you get that in your hands. And I have to go have lunch with my husband. I hope to see you tonight working on my album. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to make it. It just depends how long it takes when I feed my family. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's almost here. Have a blessed day. Cheryl wants the vintage card. There you go. We'll talk to you all later. Have a great day. Bye. Thanks for coming.